Indian economic updates. The UN has raised India's 2024 growth forecast to 6.9% from 6.2%, driven by strong public investment and resilient private consumption. The economy is expected to grow 6.6% in 2025. This follows similar upward revisions by the IMF and ADB. The UN noted potential external challenges to India's merchandise export growth but expects strong expansion in pharmaceuticals and chemicals. Inflation is projected to fall to 4.5% in 2024, within the RBI's target range. Despite a slight uptick in food inflation, labor market indicators have improved. The UN also raised the global growth forecast for 2024 to 2.7%, citing better prospects in the US and large developing economies like India and Brazil. India could rise to the third largest global economy by 2027 to 28, continuing its growth momentum of the past 2 decades despite challenges like the global financial crisis and the pandemic. Sustained growth averaging 10.2% in nominal dollar terms during 2004 to 2024 has reduced extreme poverty to 3%. To maintain this trajectory, reallocating labor from low to high productivity sectors like industry and services is crucial. With 45% of the workforce in agriculture contributing only 15% to GDP, enhancing agricultural productivity and creating labor-intensive enterprises are key challenges. Addressing these will be vital for India's economic transformation and sustained growth. Niti Aayog urged India to embrace global integration by reducing import tariffs and forging more free trade agreements to integrate into global value chains. It emphasized education and skilling reforms as fundamental for economic transformation. Other necessary reforms include liberalizing the services sector, increasing women's labor force participation, agricultural policy changes, and encouraging private sector infrastructure investment. The focus should be on eliminating protectionism, lowering tariffs, and fostering competitiveness. Additionally, attracting private capital into infrastructure is crucial. Improved government efficiency and bureaucratic processes are also essential. India's favorable geopolitical environment, technological advancements, and a large domestic market position it well for growth, serving as a model for other developing nations. The central bank, addressing tight liquidity conditions amid slow government spending during elections, reduced the government's T-bill sales and revised bond selections for buyback operations to free up cash for banks. Tight liquidity raises borrowing costs, impacting the broader economy. In May, daily deficit liquidity averaged 1.2 lakh rupees crore. State-owned banks, struggling with bond buyback pricing, requested adjustments. Following rejected bids in prior auctions, the RBI announced a new bond list and a 60,000 crore rupees T-bill borrowing cut. This move injects liquidity, as reduced T-bill supply frees cash for banks. The adjusted bond list features prices more acceptable to both banks and the RBI. The average age of Indian consumers purchasing cars, premium smartphones, and large televisions has decreased by up to 7 years over the past 5 to 6 years, signaling a significant shift toward younger demographics. Major automakers like Maruti Suzuki, Hyundai Motor, and Mercedes-Benz report a decline in the average buying age to the mid-30s, while over 70% of electric car purchases are made by individuals in their 20s and 30s. Similarly, the average age of Apple iPhone and large-screen television buyers has dropped. This trend is attributed to higher salaries, aspirational youth, and increased accessibility to consumer finance, reflecting a changing consumer landscape.